Yes, we are having our inaugural meeting, the first meeting as Mbale City Roads Committee. We've constituted the committee, and I do thank all the members who have chosen me anonymously. It was consensus, and I've been voted as the chairperson of the city, the first chairperson of the Mbale City Roads Committee. And I do pledge to do my best in my abilities to fulfill the expectations and to see that our road network in Mbale City is improved. And some of the things that we are discussing is coming up with a work plan and looking at the previous programs that have been running, the OSMID programs. There are those that are ending, and we are trying to come up with lists of the new roads that will be covered under the new OSMID project, which include like one of the roads in Nauyo, then there are roads in Maluku, there are roads in Makoko. So we are trying to come up with a work plan and see how best we can help our people get better roads in the city, and how best we can utilize the funds that are allocated, because the funds are still limited. But we want to do our best to see that we utilize these funds properly to benefit our people in terms of better road infrastructure. And how best can we lobby from central government to have an increment in these funds, because when you look at the money that was coming to the municipality under the road fund, it was about 1.2 billion. And now we're a new city, more kilometers of roads have been increased, because out of the new city creation, we have about 370 new kilometers of roads from 150. So this is quite a big increment, and we expect this to reciprocate in terms of the funds that are allocated. We expect that the roads should be reciprocal to the amount that is being supplied to the city, but there has been no increment in the last 2 financial years. Since we became a city, we are still getting 1.2 billion to cater for all city roads, and yet there has been an increment of about 200 kilometers. So this is something that I believe as the new roads committee we need to put more emphasis into. We need to see that there is value for money on the roads that are being done, because many roads are being constructed. We've seen Magiso Hill, we've seen Vionga Rise. These are roads that we now want to push for UNRWA to take over, because the city cannot manage. If they are to be used as bypasses for heavy trucks, then they need to be pushed under the UNRWA supervision instead of the city, because the city does not have the resources. We have the bridges like the one we pushed for, the one that me and my colleagues have been pushing for, the one in Masaba. Yes, it is a standard bridge. We expect more like that to be constructed. So I think we need to lobby more, we need to push more for such standard roads, we need to push more for standard roads. Right now, we were pushing for the road from the High Court to Samaga up to Mbale to Wanale to be done. And I can assure all the people out there that at least as things stand, it is one of the first projects that are going to be worked on in the new financial, and the contractor OMUBAKA Technical Services has been contracted, and we expect him to be on site in the first quarter of the coming financial year. Thank you. A meeting, and we expect to meet some of these contractors like DOT Technical Services still to talk more about this. But one of the key issues that we've had, that the rains that do take place in Mbale do slow the work that these contractors do. This is one of the excuses that has been given, but we need at least them to give us realistic timelines. Another key issue that we believe is still leading to these projects being slow is the slow allocation or slow releases of money from the Minister of Finance. So I think as legislators we need to push, and I believe with my colleagues we are going to push for Minister of Finance to release these monies very fast, because you look at OSMID 2, the project is ending, but the money has just come, and yet it should have ended some few months ago, and now we are planning for OSMID 3. So what is going to happen? We expect still slow progress of works if Minister of Finance does not release this money on time. So apart from the contractor having their technical issues, we need to do our part, and we'll push very much for fast releases of this money such that works can be done. And another issue we have is money being taken back to the consolidated fund at the end of the financial. I believe this is key. This is key for us as a road committee to see how best we can make sure that we consume at least 99.9% of the funds that are allocated to us, because we have a challenge of not having the equipment, so this money cannot cannot be ring fenced or given out to do certain roads because there is no contractor, there is no equipment. So this is the challenge that we need to address, and the new chairperson, I think I'm going to put a lot of emphasis on this. We need to consume all the money that is appropriated to us.
Thank you.